So today is a short snippet of a video. I will be doing a little tier list game, which just means that I'm just gonna rate my favorite exercises and exercises that I think not that good and there are better alternatives, and also exercises in the gym that I just think that are horrible and people should not be doing them. And I will be doing it using a template. And I will record the screen and talk you through my thoughts and opinions about it. If you like this kind of videos, make sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok and YouTube. I try to upload 1 or 2 posts and videos a week about fitness and health and all that good stuff. And yeah, let's get started. Here we have the tier list. We have exercises that I think are staples in any exercise program, which means that they're basically basic movement patterns that help you have a better posture, learn the correct form on certain exercises, and just overall compound heavy lifts that build a lot of muscle, and they're very good bang for your buck. Then we have a highly recommended exercise, which very good to do. They are perfect for building muscle, but a lot of people don't like them. And if you don't like an exercise, you're not gonna stick to it. So in that way, I highly recommend it. But if you really struggle to do them and you just hate every minute of it, then don't do them, because you're not gonna keep up your gym routine. Then we have exercises that I say you do you, which means that those exercises, I don't really think they're very useful or essential. I don't program them for my clients or for myself, but if you enjoy doing them and they're not hurting you in any way, why not? Exercise is also about enjoyment, not just about doing things perfectly. Then we have better alternatives. And these are the exercises that are not necessarily harmful for you, but they're also not very effective and not very beneficial. So I put here exercises that I just think they're a little bit a waste of your time and you should be doing something else instead. And then there is a category called straight to trash, where I put exercises that I refuse to program or refuse to do, because I think they can cause more harm than good. These are exercises that are potentially can cause some injuries if you're doing incorrectly, and yeah, I don't recommend anybody to do them. Now let's see the exercises we have here. First off, the squat. Well, if you know me and you know my training style, you know that I will put squats into a staple. Squats are an amazing compound lift. You can go heavy, you can build muscle, you improve your posture, work multiple joints, and it's also a functional movement pattern, because we sit down and stand up every single day, even when we're old. So to be able to keep that movement pattern is essential. Then let's pick tricep kickbacks with the dumbbell, and here I'm gonna put there are better alternatives. Now you're probably not gonna get injured from doing tricep kickbacks with the dumbbell if you don't know the exercise, and when you bend over, have a dumbbell in your hand and then you kick back your arms like this. However, doing this exercise with the dumbbell is a little bit stupid, because gravity is pulling the weight down while your tricep is connected horizontally. So by doing this, the gravitational pull is in the wrong direction. So instead of a dumbbell, this exercise is actually really great with a cable machine, where you can set the cable horizontal as well, and then you have the resistance coming from in front of you rather than vertically. So in this way, there are better alternatives. There are also better alternatives with the dumbbell for triceps, for example, the overhead tricep extension, but many others. Then let's see, let's see a good one again. I'm gonna put bench press to you do you. And the reason for that is because the bench press is a great exercise. I like it with the barbell, but it's an exercise that many people, especially women, feel uncomfortable with because it's heavy, the bar is heavy. A lot of people, a lot of women don't have the strength to press the empty 20-kilo bar off their chest that easy. So in that way, I like to start my clients with dumbbells, a chest press with a dumbbell. That exercise is also a little bit better for different postures and different anatomies, because with the barbell, if you have limitations in the upper body and your shoulders, you might not get into that perfect starting position. With the dumbbell, it's a little bit easier on the joints as well. So in that way, I'm gonna say bench press, you do you. It's a great exercise, builds a lot of muscle, and it's fun. You feel powerful, empowered in the gym from it. Then you do you, but it's not essential to program in a gym routine. Then let's see, one that I absolutely hate is Russian twists. Now, Russian twists are bad for multiple reasons. Russian twist, if you don't know, is the one when you rotate with a weight in your hand while leaning back a little bit, and in that way it's supposed to work your obliques, but most of the time what happens is that people might tweak their back, because yes, the spine is able to rotate. That's one of the functions of the spine. So the spine can do flexion extension. It can do lateral flexion and also rotation. That's the these are the functions of the spine. Now, it's true that we can rotate, but that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to rotate and that we have to do it with weight in the hand. It's a lot better use of the time to strengthen the muscles that resist movement. So in that way, a pull-off press, when the resistance is coming from the side and you have to resist the movement, is a lot better use of your time than doing the rotational movement. Also, many people do these oblique exercises to get a smaller waist or to carve the fat of their waist, which is not going to happen. If anything, doing a lot of oblique exercises will thicken the waist, because the muscles in your obliques get bigger and basically you will have bigger waist. However, most of the time, if you want a small waist, you have to diet down significantly. Doing ab exercises will not get you a flat stomach, it will not get you abs, not get you a smaller waist. So if you're doing ab exercises to get a stronger core, to be able to lift heavier weights, to protect your spine, then that's fantastic. There are many good exercises for that. It's also important to strengthen the obliques, but doing Russian twists is not the way to do. Next, lunges. Lunges I will put to highly recommended, and the reason I don't put lunges into staple is because I find that many people just absolutely hate lunges and split squats, and because of that they don't find it enjoyable, they feel very unstable, they hate the whole thing, and if they're on their own they would never do it. And for that reason, I'm gonna say it's highly recommended to practice single leg strength, because a lot of the things that we do, going on stairs, jumping up and down things, or running, is all single leg exercises or single leg strength, and we want to be able to be powerful on each leg. Many people have significant imbalances between left side and right side in their lower body, and for that reason doing stuff like lunges and split squats is very beneficial for health and for a balanced posture. However, if you hate them, or if you have problems with your knees or ankle mobility, then probably lunges will not be very enjoyable for you. They might even cause you pain. In that way, I'm gonna put it into recommended, but if you really hate them, you don't want to do them, don't do them. Then let's see planks. Planks I'm gonna put into staple. Now, plank is one of my favorite core exercises because if you do them correctly, they are perfect for strengthening your transverse abdominis, which is your deep core muscles that basically is responsible for keeping your lower back safe. And yeah, they're also great for shoulder stability, which is needed for overhead pressing or chest pressing movements. And yeah, planks are a staple. I program them for all of my clients. Then jump rope. Jump rope I'm gonna put to highly recommended, and it's because I think jump rope or jumping rope is a great use of time. You can get a very good cardio session using a single piece of rope, doing some skipping in a short amount of time. So for example, if you skip for 20-30 minutes, you get a really great workout and get sweaty, burn some calories. But also for cardiovascular strength, it's a really good high intensity movement. So if you don't like running, you can try to do some intervals with a jump rope, and it gets your heart rate up, strengthens your heart, and yeah, it's highly recommended. Obviously, if you prefer lower impact cardio, such as walking or swimming, that's also great. It's just an option. A lot of people say, oh, I hate running, and they don't do any cardio. I would say that to do some high intensity cardio sometimes might be beneficial. Then we have front raises. Now, front raises, I'm gonna say there are better alternatives. And the reason for that is because with front raises, we work the anterior deltoid, which is the front part of the shoulder muscle. And because in daily life we're so sedentary, we sit down with our arms or with our shoulders hunched, we don't really need a lot of strength in the front shoulder or the anterior deltoid. We should strengthen more the posterior chain, the posterior deltoid, the rhomboids, and the lats, the back muscle. In that way, I think overhead shoulder pressing or horizontal pressing, such as push-ups or chest press, are much more beneficial, especially if you're short on time. Most people don't really have the time to train each muscle group separately, so in a total body workout or even an upper and lower body split, doing anterior front raises is not really needed. We have a few more left. We have deadlifts. That I'm gonna put to staple right away. Many people don't know how to use their hips to generate power, which means that they don't know how to hinge their hips. So basically, you're lifting something heavy off the ground in a deadlift, and that is such an essential movement pattern. You will have to lift heavy things throughout your whole life, and if you don't want to tweak your back while, for example, moving boxes, you should absolutely practice your hinge patterns and your deadlifts. And a lot of people are afraid of doing deadlifts because they are scary. They are afraid to pull their back. It's all about practice, it's all about technique and mastering the movement pattern. So start easy, start light, work with a coach or a trainer and perfect your movement patterns, and then you can work your way up in weights. Now, two more left. There is fire hydrants, body weight fire hydrants, and bicycle crunches. Well, I'm gonna say that body weight fire hydrants there are better alternatives, because a lot of people that do body weight fire hydrants, when they just stand in a quadruped position and lift their legs, they do them for glutes, and they're gonna do absolutely nothing or very little for your glutes. If anything, it's a core exercise if you do them correctly and focus on your breathing, focus on engaging your core, resist the movement of the hips, stabilizing the hips. Then it's a good core movement. I like to do them with, for example, pre and postnatal clients that have to work on their core strength. But for building muscles, especially building muscle in the glutes, there are a lot better alternatives. People do them because they're easy, you don't need any equipment. You normally see influencers with the perfect body show them as an exercise in an online workout, and people think that, oh, if I do this exercise I'm gonna end up looking like that influencer or that fitness person. Well, I hate to break it to you, it's not gonna happen. Those people in the workouts, they actually use heavy weights in the gym to achieve that physique, and a lot of times what they show in their workout videos is not necessarily the way how they train in everyday life. So there are better alternatives. It's not necessarily harmful, but it's also not going to give you immense gains. And then we have the bicycle crunch, which is an ab exercise, and to be honest, I'm gonna say you do you. If you do bicycle crunches, any crunching movement when you decrease the distance between your sternum and your pelvis is gonna grant you some ab or core strength and muscle. You're gonna increase the size of your abdominal muscles. That is in fact going to give you the six-pack. However, in order to see the six-pack, again, I'm repeating myself, you have to be low in body fat. Now, if you have very well-developed abdominal muscles, you might be able to see the six-pack even at a higher body fat percentage, but most of the time, especially for women, to see the six-pack, you need to be very low in body fat, and for a lot of women, it's not even achievable. So make sure to use correct form, and then it's an exercise that I don't like, I don't program, I don't do, but if you enjoy doing some abs, you like the burning sensation, then you do you. And that was all the exercises. I hope that you enjoyed this shorter video. Make sure to comment down in the comments your favorite exercises or the exercises that you absolutely hate, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.